Hello, and welcome back to our reading of The Reluctant Dragon by Kenneth Grahame. This is part 2. And the father has just come and told the mother and son what he saw up on the hillside. And the boy has just said, "It's all right, Father. Don't you worry. It's only a dragon." "Only a dragon?" cried his father. "What do you mean, sitting there, you and your dragons? Only a dragon, indeed. And what do you know about it?" "'Cause it is, and 'cause I know," replied the boy quietly. "Look here, Father, you know we've each of us got our line. You know about sheep and weather and things. I know about dragons. I always said, that cave up there was a dragon cave. I always said it must have belonged to a dragon sometime, and ought to belong to a dragon now if rules count for anything. Well, now you tell me it has got a dragon, so that's all right. I'm not half as much surprised as when you told me it hadn't got a dragon. Rules always come right if you wait quietly. Now please just leave this all to me, and I'll stroll up tomorrow morning." "Oh, no, in the morning I can't. I've got a whole heap of things to do." "Well, perhaps in the evening, if I'm quite free, I'll go up and have a talk to him, and you'll find it'll all be all right. Only please don't you go worrying round here there without me. You don't understand them a bit, and they're very sensitive. "He's quite right, Father," said the sensible mother. "As he says, dragons is his line and not ours. He's wonderful knowing about book beasts, as everyone allows. And to tell the truth, I'm not half happy in my own mind thinking of that poor animal lying alone up there without a bit of hot supper or anyone to change the news with him. And maybe we'll be able to do something for him if he ain't quite and if he ain't quite respectable, our boy'll find it out quick enough. He's got a pleasant sort of way with him that makes everybody tell him everything." Next day, after he'd had his tea, the boy strolled up the chalky track that led to the summit of the downs, and there, sure enough, he found the dragon, stretched lazily on the sward in front of his cave. The view from that point was a magnificent one. To the left and right, the bare and billowy leagues of downs. In front, the vale with its clustered homesteads, its threads of white roads running through orchards and well-tilled acreage, and far away, a hint of gray old cities on the horizon. A cool breeze played over the surface of the grass, and the silver shoulder of a large moon was showing above distant junipers. No wonder the dragon seemed in a peaceful and contented mood. Indeed, as the boy approached, he could hear the beast purring with a happy regularity. "Well, we live and learn," he said himself. "None of my books ever told me that dragons purred." "Hello, dragon," said the boy quietly when he had got up to him. The dragon, on hearing the approaching footsteps, made the beginning of a courteous effort to rise, but when he saw it was a boy, he set his eyebrows severely. "Now don't you hit me," he said, "or bung stones or squirt water or anything. I won't have it, I tell you." Not going to hit you, said the boy wearily, dropping on the grass beside the beast. And don't, for goodness sake, keep on saying don't. I hear so much of it, and it's monotonous and makes me tired. I've simply looked in to ask how you were and all that sort of thing. But if I'm in the way, I can easily clear out. I've lots of friends, and no one can say I'm in the habit of shoving myself in where I'm not wanted. No, no, don't go off in a huff, said the dragon hastily. Fact is, I'm as happy up here as the day's long. Never without an occupation, my dear fellow, never without an occupation. And yet between ourselves, it is a trifle dull at times. The boy bit off a stalk of grass and chewed it. Going to make a long stay here? He asked politely. Can't hardly say at present, replied the dragon. It seems a nice place enough, but I've only been here a short time, and one must look about and reflect and consider before settling down. It's a rather serious thing, settling down. Besides, now I'm going to tell you something. You'd never guess it if you tried ever so. Fact is, I'm such a confoundedly lazy beggar. You surprise me, said the boy civilly. It's the sad truth, the dragon went on, settling down between his paws and evidently delighted to have found a listener at last. And I fancy that's really how I came to be here. You see, all the other fellows were so active and earnest and all that sort of thing. Always rampaging and skirmishing and scouring the desert sands and pacing the margin of the sea, chasing knights all over the place and devouring damsels and going on generally. Whereas I like to get my meals regular and then to prop my back up against a rock and snooze a bit and wake up and think of things going on and how they kept going on just the same, you know. So when it happened, I got fairly caught. And that is where we'll end for tonight.